Have you ever felt like you're talking, but no one's really listening? In a world that moves faster than thought, our conversations have become echoes, short, sharp, and shallow. We scroll, reply, react, and move on. But somewhere along the way, we forgot how to truly connect. Once, silence in conversation meant thoughtfulness. Now it's mistaken for boredom. We fill every pause with noise, a notification, a meme, a haha to prove we're still there. But the soul doesn't speak in speed. It speaks in stillness. When you stop rushing your words, when you let silence breathe between your thoughts, you discover that connection isn't built in replies. It's built in presence. True listening is not waiting for your turn to talk. It's giving space for another person's heart to unfold. When you listen, really listen, you can hear things words can't say. The tremble in a sigh, the hesitation before truth, the warmth in quiet gratitude. In slow conversation, you're not exchanging information, you're exchanging humanity. The modern cure for loneliness isn't more people. It's deeper moments with fewer. We mistake connection for contact. A text, a like, a scene. But contact is not connection. You can be surrounded by messages and still feel utterly unseen. The art of slow conversation reminds you that connection isn't measured by frequency, but by depth. A 5-minute talk, shared with openness and no rush, can heal more than 1,000 instant messages ever could. Close your eyes, just for a moment. Imagine speaking with someone and feeling time stop. No screens, no multitasking, just the rhythm of two minds meeting. That's the lost art we need to remember. To talk, not to respond, but to understand. To let silence rest between sentences, like gentle waves between breaths. Because slow conversation isn't about words. It's about being here. Have you noticed how silence makes people uncomfortable? We rush to fill it. With laughter, with words, with anything. Because silence forces us to feel. It holds up a mirror. And in that mirror, we see our uncertainty, our vulnerability, our truth. But silence isn't an enemy. It's the space where authenticity begins. Because when you stop running from the quiet, you stop running from yourself. Listening is an act of love, not the kind that seeks to fix, or to prove, or to be right, but the kind that simply exists. When you listen deeply, you give someone the rare gift of being fully seen. You tell them, without words, I'm here. You matter. Keep going. And in that exchange, something ancient awakens. The feeling of belonging. Slow conversation is how souls remember each other. So tonight, when you speak, slow down. Let your words wander. Let your pauses linger. You notice something beautiful happens. People open up. Moments stretch. The world softens. Because in slowing down our conversations, we speed up our understanding. And maybe, just maybe, we'll remember that the heart doesn't communicate through haste. It speaks in patience, in silence, and in the sacred rhythm of slow connection. If this reflection resonated with you, take a moment of silence before you move on. Then, subscribe to Echoes of the Mind and join a space where every word, every pause, and every heartbeat has meaning.